Okay, finally finished it. The two rear quarters are done, installed. The rear pan is done, installed. Ran into a little trouble spot welding these side panels in where the rear quarter meets the rear roll pan on the sides there. Just doing a little, like a butt weld with the TIG welder. It just wasn't quite working right. I don't know if I couldn't see very well what I was doing, but it just wasn't puddling up and it wasn't doing a couple things. So I got to do a little research on that, but it is tacked in place. The weld is just, it's ugly, but we're not going to show you. Moving on. So just to kind of point out a couple things. Here, I'll flip the camera around here. Let's see if I can do that while talking to you. Well, nope. Nope, can't. Nope, okay. So, a couple things. Doing it manually. These vice grips, I pretty much used every stinking one of those things. Now, you can definitely tell the difference between the vice grip and the one you picked up at the local harbor. Vice grips are worth their weight in gold. But the harbor ones did just fine, worked great. So it didn't cost me a fortune. You know, it's just me. I don't have unlimited resources. So, this pile of sheet metal here. This is everything from the old original pieces to practices. There's a lot of money right there in freaking sheet metal, right? I guess it's gonna go to the recycle bin. Anyways, I never gave up. I practiced and practiced. It took me several times to get the bead roller right. You know, doing the louvers, practicing the weld. So, this is the first aftermarket piece that I didn't like the way it looked. It looked bad. It just looked bad. It just wasn't, I could do better. So that's what I did. It's not perfect. Don't judge. But it's close enough for a little hammer dolly work. And I should be able to get it like tuned right in with low body work when I get to that point. So I'm stoked about this. I've been like wanting to get to this point. I'm ready to move on. Spent a lot of time just on these two rear quarters. A little bit too long, honestly. Anyways, so that's where we're at now. Next phase of this little project. Oh, spent a little time after I got these quarters done this evening. Kind of just cleaned up the garage. Just kind of put stuff away. Keep it organized. So when you start the next project, you don't feel like you're working in a pig's pen. So just helps keep things flowing. Keeps things, you don't get distracted easily. So stay tuned.